Hello, my name is Brian Franks. This week in Unit 1, we are discussing the importance of time management within the project management scope. According to the PMBOK, time management is a step in the project management overall process where a given timeline is analyzed and then created for project deliverables and also for even overall project completion. According to the PMBOK, there are 6 steps to time management. The first is activity definition. This is where the actual activities are identified and scheduling the steps begins. The next is activity sequencing. This is when we identify the proper order in which these tasks are to be completed. The third step is activity resource estimating. This is where we identify the resources necessary for the completion of a deliverable, also for the overall project completion. The fourth step is activity duration estimating. This is where we create the timeline for the completion of all tasks. Step 5 is the schedule development. This is the analysis of the order and the resources of the project schedule. And then step 6 is schedule control. This is where we identify potential scope creep and mitigate when necessary. According to our text, estimating is done in one of several different ways. The first is called one-point estimating. This is where the estimator submits just one estimate per activity based on either historical data or expert opinion. The next is analogous estimating. This is where the estimator uses historical data and expert judgment to predict what will happen on this project based off of previous projects. An example would be a statement such as the previous 4 projects similar to this one took 3 months, so this project should also take 3 months. The third type is parametric estimating. This uses math and statistics to create its estimates. These estimates are created either through a regression analysis or through a learning curve. A regression analysis, also sometimes called a linear regression, is using multiple points and seeing on a graph the deviation from one to the next. The learning curve basically states, on the first room of painting it took us X amount of time. On this 100th room that we're now about to complete, it should take us X amount of time minus a certain amount of time due to the fact of repetition and efficiencies graded over time. The last way that these estimates are created is through 3-point estimating. 3-point estimating uses a range of 3 points to create these estimates. This is done by either using triangular distribution, the simple average, or beta distribution, a weighted average. In my personal opinion, I would not like using 1-point estimating because it really sets up anybody for failure. I would use either the parametric or the 3-point estimating because the parametric gives you the best overall from multiple different projects, but also the 3-point estimating technique allows you to have a range. Instead of saying it will be done on July 1st, it says it will be done between the time frames of June 25th through July 7th. So it gives the project team a window to get this project completed. Therefore, they're not so stuck and limited by a specific date. It allows for certain things that might pop up, allows for certain risks that are outside of the company's purview.